Hey you guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Notorious Money Minute. I hope that each and every one of you find yourselves well and hopefully not too bored in this quarantine. More than anything, with good health, you and your family. Once again, this is a quarantine edition of Notorious Money, and so practicing social distancing, and obviously I hope that all of you find yourselves well. And obviously today I wanted to share with you guys something that is of value for you and your finances. Yesterday, one of my clients asked me, Adrian, how do I manage my credit cards more effectively? And to help me to avoid getting into trouble with them? And then, how can I save money right now? So how do I manage my credit cards and how can I save money right now? Super, really good questions, and I'll start answering the first one. As many of you know, 80% of Americans own a credit card and do not pay off their credit card month to month. They keep a balance on it and accumulate debt and are paying interest. That's 80% of Americans. 20% of Americans who spend their credit cards, who use their credit cards, and pay them off each month. 20% of Americans that do this method and avoid interest and quote unquote avoid getting into trouble overspend because of the plastic that they have or the numbers that they have. They're online shopping or just swiping it and making and obviously avoiding the pain, the pain symptoms and the pain nerves that happen in your mind when you spend cash. They think that they're ahead of the game, which is very naive and very arrogant to an extent, because that's what the credit card companies want you to do. That's what the banks want you to do. They want you to spend. They want you to think, oh yeah, I'm playing the game. I'm beating the credit card companies. I'm using their money. I'm getting their points. It's all free. Marketing. They know what they're doing. Like I've said in my previous videos, banks, these corporations, these lending companies, these financial companies, they invest so much money into marketing. They know that all they need is for 1 month to go bad for you to say, oh, you know what, shoot, I can't make my credit card payment today. I can't do it this month. And that's how they say, boom, gotcha, and you fell for it. So how do you manage the credit card that you do have? Because obviously I know that many of my viewers and many people obviously have a goal, just like my client, have a goal of buying a house here in the future. In most cases, you do need a credit score, unless you do it the old way and you find a lender that doesn't use the FICO score, a credit score, as a method of underwriting the loan. Now, most lenders obviously do use a FICO score, so in order to keep your credit moving and to manage your credit card most effectively, number one, pay it down right now, make a plan to pay it off effectively by negotiating, which I'll talk about right now. But most importantly, you want to make sure that the credit card that you have, you only use it to pay your monthly bills to your credit card. The way this works is you have your credit card, you call all of your bill companies, your electric, your gas company, your insurance, your car payment, anyone that is not your mortgage or your rent, anyone that can take a credit card as a method of payment, you have those bills go to your credit card. You try to make it so that those bills happen on 1 day of the month or 2 days of the month maximum. So let's say your utility bills on the 10th, and then you have your insurance and your car payments on the 25th. So you have them going to your credit card on both those dates. So you're only paying for necessities on your credit card and things that you should be planning and you should budget for so that you can pay and obviously continue to live comfortably, right? Because they're essential. There's things that you need and you need to pay them. They're obligations. So because those are necessities, you have them set up to your credit card, and then the next day, after the 10th, maybe on the 10th or on the 11th, the next day, you have a payment from your checking account going right to your credit card so that you could pay that off and bring it down to zero. If you split up your bills, let's say you have 6 bills and you get 3 to go on your credit card on the 10th and then 3 or 2 on the 25th, you'll do the same thing. You'll have those come out of your credit card on the 25th, and on the 25th or the 26th, from your checking to your credit card, another payment, boom, you have your credit card at zero. you have a credit utilization, so you're using your credit card, so that helps you with your FICO score to show that you're moving that credit, that you're using it, but also you pay it down to zero so you avoid getting out of trouble and you don't put necessities on there. And if psychologically this helps, cut them up. Just take down the number, take down the three numbers in the back, the security code on the back of your card, your name. Cut them up. Cut them up, because you will not be using them anymore to get a large and then to pay everybody else's tab when you're at the restaurant. Well, right now we're not at the restaurant, or so that you avoid overspending on Amazon. So you do that, and you use your credit card as a tool to just establish your credit, and that's how you avoid interest and you avoid getting into debt, by eliminating the usage of it or hiding it. Maybe keep the card, keep that plastic, lock it up somewhere because you don't need it, because you're always going to use the money that's in your account to pay off your bills from your credit card, and that's how you get a good credit score. So that's the answer to that question. Next, how do you save money? And this is a great way, and this is what helps you right now to start your plan to pay off any debt that you have on any loans and any credit card debt. You get on the phone right now and you call your banks, your insurance companies, and your bill companies, and you say, please be very respectful when you talk to the agents or with customer service. You call them up, you put in your name, your credit card number, or your whatever personal information they need. They're gonna put you on hold, especially right now because there's long wait times. You're gonna put your phone down. You're gonna put it on speaker. You're gonna go cook. You're gonna finish cooking, or you're going to go read a book. You're gonna go do something else. And when they finally pick up, if it's a machine, you're gonna hit 0, or you're gonna hit the asterisk so that you can go ahead and fast forward and get a live representative. Or if a live representative answers, they're gonna say, "Hello, blah blah blah. How are you doing? How may we help you?" They're going to authenticate you, and then you're going to say, "Hello, I am making a more aggressive plan right now to pay down my credit card debt and to save money for emergencies. I need this flexibility right now because of COVID-19. I would like for you to lower my interest rate on my credit card from 20 to about 40%. And I would like to discuss those options." Bam. There you go. You stay quiet. Let them, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, sir, yeah. Let me go ahead and check. They're gonna put you on hold, they're gonna check the computer. "Oh, I'm sorry, sir, we're not able to do that right now at this moment in time. I'm so sorry. You would have to wait 6 months or about a year, or I can raise your credit limit." Do not raise your credit limit right now, though. That's the last thing that you need, is more temptation to go spend money right now unnecessarily. You don't need to raise your credit limit, at least right now. You don't need to do that. So they're going to give you those options. They're going to talk to you. They're going to say, "Oh, no, we can't." Then you're going to say again, "Well, I have been a very loyal customer to you. I've been making my monthly payments, and I do not want to end this relationship. I have been giving offers. I have received offers from other credit card companies offering me 0% introductory rates, and then lower rates than the ones that you offer currently right now. Can you match those rates? Is it possible for you to do that right now? I would like to continue to discuss those options." And you stay quiet again. Then they're going to say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, the computer doesn't allow me to. Let me talk to my manager really quick." Boom. They're going to put you on hold. They're going to mention, and right now, especially because you're mentioning COVID-19, all of these companies invest millions of dollars in marketing and in customer acquisition, in getting you, and they don't want to lose you. They want to have a good relationship. The last thing a big corporation or a big business wants is a scandal right now, and they don't want to be the bad guys who are inflexible and not willing to work with their customers and help them save money, especially during this sensitive time during the coronavirus COVID-19. So they're going to go back, their manager might say yes, their manager might say no. If they say yes, they'll come back and say, "Oh, well, voila, the computer works now." And you're gonna say, "Oh, wow, awesome, thank you so much, I appreciate that," right? And then if they say no, then you just say, "Well, I am so sorry. At this moment in time, I have received better offers to lower my interest rates. Unfortunately, it seems like you are not flexible right now to help me with my financial goals, especially during this COVID-19 situation right now. So thank you for your time, and I'm sorry to hear that. That just doesn't work for me. Thank you. Do not be disrespectful. I used to work at a bank. I left because I didn't like the job. I didn't like teaching people how to get into debt, how to pull out all these unnecessary products. Just be respectful, but be firm and be confident in what you want, and that's how you negotiate. And after you ask those questions, do not talk. Let them make the next move. That is the key. So negotiate. Do this with your credit card company, with your insurance, with any other bills. Negotiate. Be confident. Take action. Right now is the moment to take action. Do not be paralyzed. That is how you can save money right now. As well, you guys, so many Americans are in abundance of credit card debt right now. About $1 trillion worth of credit card debt. All of us can save a lot of money by negotiating our high interest rates, APRs, which are all in the threshold of about 21 to 30% almost, depending on your credit card company. So you guys, please apply this, take action, and you might save a lot of money in the long run. About $100 worth of interest rates of interest debt. You might save a lot of money just by negotiating, and then also manage your credit card effectively. Do not take out another credit card. Just put your bills, link them up to your credit card right now, and then pay it off. If you only have 1 or 2 bills, or if you're scared because you might increase a balance on there because your bills are a lot, and then you psychologically don't have the discipline to be able to pay that off, or you're gonna be like, oh yeah, well, it's on my credit card, I can just pay it off next month. Don't do that. Only do 1 bill or 2 bills to keep that credit card moving, but pay it off immediately, okay? So that there is a way to live with credit cards, and that's the best way to live with a credit card, to work it for your benefit, okay? Thank you guys so much. Please give me a like and subscribe.